Phyllis Diller's career as a stand-up comic spanned for 47 years and took her all over the world. Along the way, she stopped at the Puyallup Fair back in 1982 for 4 nights at the Grandstand Show. It was the Phyllis Diller Variety Show and Extravaganza. She's also played the piano for 100 symphony orchestras throughout the United States and Canada, and although retired from doing stand-up, she continues to paint and sell her artwork. Now, all of this began at age 37 after raising 5 children. This month marks a major milestone for Phyllis Diller as she turns 90. She was born on 7/17/17. She's agreed to sit down with us and talk with us about her very diverse and lengthy career right here at her home in Brentwood, California, a home that she's lived in since 1965. First of all, Miss Diller, happy birthday. Did you ever imagine way back when that your career would last as long as it has and be as diverse as it's been, and that you'd still be enjoying your work at 90?
My dear, I had no idea that I would live to be 90 years old. I didn't know people got that old.
Of all the jokes that you've written and told over the years, do you have a favorite?
Yes. It's when Fang says, "Listen, you, housework never killed anybody." And I say, "Why take a chance?"
I know that a lot of people think that Fang, the butt of many of your jokes, was your real husband when in fact he was a fictitious character.
That is right.
How did you come up with the name Fang?
I came up with the name Fang one night when my channels were open and I had a great audience, and he was an ad lib. He just came swooping through there.
Wow.
And then I realized I was onto something. Then I started building Fang. And all the stupid jokes and all the dumb jokes and all the drunk jokes and the less than great, that they all became Fang.
I understand that you are in the Guinness Book of World Records. Tell me about that.
It's such an honor to be in the Guinness Book of World Records for having the most laughs per minute of any comic.
Wow.
There were 12 laughs, 1 minute. Now that's almost impossible to do. It would have to do with the size of a room where it happened. It could only happen now and then. That's not every minute. Well, you'd kill your audience. They'd suffocate.
Now, early on in your career, Bob Hope became your mentor and a very close friend, and you have this large portrait of him here in your living room. Do you have a special memory of him?
He'll be a permanent memory as long as I live. I loved him and he loved me, and we respected each other. He adored my work, which is right. That's where it begins.
Sure.
He thought I was terrific.
Well, you are.
Well, he was such a what do you call it? A support.
Sure. Your autobiography, like a lampshade in a whorehouse, is as candid as it is funny. Now, in my opinion, a lot of people, they write their autobiographies way too early on in life. Why did you wait so long to write yours?
Well, all my life people have been saying, "You've got to write your biography." And I said, well, I'm going to wait till something happens. You really shouldn't do it too early in your life because you haven't lived it all yet.
Sure. Your recently released DVD, Good Night, We Love You, that chronicles your 47 years as a stand-up comic and also shows your entire last performance that you had in Las Vegas, is an absolute hoot. Let's take a look at a clip.
Well, good. We're going to go into my wig room. Everybody loves the wig room. Ready for anything that comes up. What color hair do you want?
She had them custom made, but she designed all the different ones herself.
You don't know cheap till you've met this man. My wedding ring turned my whole body green. And you wouldn't have believed the engagement ring. He said it was a square-cut emerald. It was a chiclet. Once he took us out for donuts and coffee. Now the kids loved it because they had never given blood before.
At the very end of your DVD, you say, "Entertain, don't show off." What is the difference between entertaining and showing off?
I made rules for myself early in my career. And one was, for me, I wanted to appeal to people from the age of 3 to 103. And I made another rule when I went to auditions, and I would see people doing their audition, young people trying to get ahead, and rather than my being entertained, they were trying to impress. They were showing off their many skills. Instead of going right to the heart of something and entertaining, I realized they were truly trying to look sharp and look brilliant and look wonderful. Rather, I wasn't the least bit entertained.
Other than Bob Hope, who were some of your other favorite people that you liked to work with back in the day, and who do you like in the world of comedy today?
Well, I'm crazy about Joy Behar. I like Roseanne Barr, Rita Rudner, and Richard Lewis, the Prince of Pain. I just say his name and I laugh. See, that's why I like him.
And who are some of your favorite people to work with back in the day besides Mr. Hope?
Well, you know, of course, that I worked with all the old classics like George Burns, Jack Benny, and of course Bob Hope, and the old wonderful old guys. They were all perfectly clean, and they entertained. There was no show-off business with them.
Phyllis Diller's DVD and book are available at major retailers throughout the country. Ms. Diller, thank you so much for spending this time with us today. I'd like to also thank Carla Thomas, Ms. Diller's personal assistant, for making this interview possible. I'd like to also thank Karen LaFlame and the folks at the Puyallup Fair for their part in making this happen. Ms. Diller, here's wishing you many more years of laughter yet to come.
Thank you very much.